they kicked off of their insurance plans when the individual mandate goes away.
But Matt, the name of the game is let's get in the ring and make things better. I mean, it's so easy to stand there and say this one's in a death spiral and this one's going to kick everyone off. What would you do? Give me one thing you would do to this plan to make it better.
Okay, so let me just finish that thought real fast, which is when Americans decide not to buy insurance, you know what that is? That's freedom. And so what I would do if I was in the Republican conference, the first thing I would do is let's have a repeal bill, because this really is about scrapping Obamacare. The second thing I would do, I think it's great that Paul Ryan has this version of the bill, but I would have a very open amendment process in which conservatives have a real chance to reform this bill. The only way we're going to get consensus through the House and then the Senate is if they have an open debate with the American people about what we want and about what we want to avoid, all the pitfalls with Obamacare.
But with respect, you guys are both doing exactly what both sides in Washington have been guilty of. You're criticizing the other plan. You're saying why we should do nothing.
I mean,
come up with like real solutions.
Melissa,
I can be specific.
Okay, go ahead.
I think every mandate should go away. I think every tax increase should go away. I think that the refundable tax credit is an interesting idea, but I think it probably goes to too high of an income threshold. I think that should be reduced. I think we should be sensitive to those folks that don't qualify for Medicaid but still want to find an affordable way to purchase health care. I think Paul Ryan's trying to figure out a way to do that with this refundable tax credit. I think he should be open to changes so that the truly needy get it, not people who make an awful lot of money.
Simon, do you want to take one more crack at the number one thing you would do?
Yeah, no, I just reject this entire framing of this conversation. The market was broken when Barack Obama came to the White House. People were not able to get insurance. Healthcare inflation was galloping. We fixed those things, right? Tens of millions of people have insurance.
What about all the markets where there's only one choice and the insurance companies are pulling out?
You've been interrupting me a lot today. Let me finish, right? Is that I'm trying to get my point. I'm answering your question.
Go ahead.
Right? And so tens of millions of people have insurance who didn't have it before, and they're happy with that insurance. We know that from polling. The second thing is that healthcare inflation, it is true, healthcare inflation has actually slowed down. And so we made significant changes that improved the American healthcare system. Pre-existing conditions are covered for everybody. We can go through the whole list of stuff. The Republicans are the ones who say they don't like it. The public supports
Simon,
Obamacare.
you're repeating yourself now.
So
you're repeating yourself, and let me ask, sir.
So if they want to fix it, it's incumbent upon them to come up with a better idea.
You are repeating yourself, and now you need to answer my question, which is what about all the markets
I'm not answering your question.
where there's
we
only,
already
listen
put
to me.
ideas on the table, and we've made the system better.
Simon,
the Republicans don't like it. It's incumbent upon them.
I asked you what about all the markets where there's only one insurance company and those carriers have said they are leaving. What is the answer to that question, Simon?
The answer is higher subsidies. The answer is higher subsidies.
More government tax dollars. More tax dollars from our audience. That's the answer?
Yeah, that's the answer.
Okay.
If you want to fix
I'm glad you're willing to admit it on television.
Subsidies.
I'm glad you're willing to admit it on television that it's more taxpayer dollars taken from working people and given that over to insurance companies. You're going to take taxpayer dollars. Who pays taxes?
Not from working people.
Working people pay taxes. Who pays taxes? Gentlemen, we got to hold it there. We have a break. Everybody, we're going to take a breath and come right back.
Okay.
I wanted to sell my house, but didn't want people parading through it. So I called Homevestors, the We Buy Ugly Houses people. David came by and made me a cash offer right away. I even chose my closing date.
Visit WeBuyUglyHouses.com or call 800-44-BUYER.
I just want to find a used car without getting ripped off.
Start at thenewcarfax.com.
Show me used trucks with one owner.